Sigues viva. Y tu vida sin mí es el crimen perfecto.
Hello, good morning everybody. I'm Blas Rivera. Here we are, broadcasting from Santa Teresa, no Rio de Janeiro, very close to Corcovado. This is our intention of an English-speaking podcast. Its name, Y nunca más volvio, and never returned. Some years ago, we went to make some concerts for the first time to Istanbul. Wow, what a fabulous city. I made the trip with my musicians, of course, and an Italian poet as well, Ugo, without an age. By the time we were composing songs about the exile. As every tourist do, one afternoon we went to visit the famous Topkapi Palace. As many of you know, this was the Sultan's residence. Not just the Sultan's, but the high command of the Ottoman Empire more than 6 centuries ago. We were 3 at the Sultan Palace. An Italian without an age, a real Turkish, and a lucky Argentinian. At one moment, the guide said to us, this was the harem area. Wow! Big silence. 4 bars silence. Ugo, without an age, and me looked each other with shining eyes. 1,000 mysterious violins start playing. I will never forget that look, like kids discovering a treasure. Harem, what a world full of fables, silk, forbidden relationships, perfume, secrets, legs, harmonic minor scales. And suddenly, they tell us that there were 400 rooms in this harem area. I had always heard about the mythics concubines. But no, not only that. At the harem there were concubines, consorts, belly dance women, princes, wives, odalisks, the white slaves given as a gift to the Sultan, another level of carriers. And all together sharing the harem. I'm sure that's why so many people call their dogs Sultan. Not only that, but all female members of the Sultan family also lived in the harem space. And as if it were not enough, and here another furtive and desperate look with the poet without an age. Guess who else also lived in the harem? Sultan's mother. Yeah, Sultan's mother. To me, it seems the intimate story of the Ottoman Empire was written by Federico Fellini, an old friend of this program. Wow, what a film. Hamza, the Turkish, smiled warmly, but for us, it was already enough to go to a bar and spend 3 days just making exotic speculations. I mean, we could say we were already drunk with so much lust and colors and secret passages, luxury and veils. But another fable was still missing, a story within the story of this tale. Guess who was in charge of guarding this neighborhood of plural love and premium loneliness, of vilest passion? The eunuchs. Now, another look with a non-age Italian, this time like if we did understood something. The eunuchs were the guardians of the harem. What a nice name for a tango orchestra. The guardians of the harem. The guardians of the harem were slaves brought from other regions of the empire, so that not infidelity could stain the Sultan's macho honor. And still worse, they had to be black. Another sarcastic look, this time Hamza, the Turkish producer. Why? Why did they have to be black? Because if any castration proceeding failed, and one of the guardians lost his mind for any woman of the harem, the fruit of their forbidden love would betray them. A black child would be born, and his own existence would be reading out the detestable carriage between equals. The almost free and forbidden love, and, of course, father and son would lose their heads. At this time look of horror between the Argentinian and his poet, suddenly the violins have stopped playing in solidarity with the eunuchs, I guess. And finally, we left. We moved away from the imperial harem territory. Wonderful name for a restaurant. Hamza, the Turkish, chose the bar and the drinks. I, the Sudaka guy, made some silly comment, I think. But Ugo, the poet without an age, raised his head and said, "Can't be that bad luck altogether. No, it's not possible. It's a contradiction. Nobody can say my dad is an eunuch." Checkmate. It's too much bad luck. Everything goes wrong. What a terrible destiny is to be the Sultan's black son. Already on our flight back to Madrid, where we lived, we didn't change even one word with my Italian friend, but as soon as we arrived to the Barajas airport, Ugo, without an age, looked at me, released it, and gave me his poem, El hijo negro del Sultan, the Sultan's black son. I only read it the day after, and I had no choice but to write this song, a kind of exotic candombe, and for who didn't understand the story, our friend Hamza, the Turkish, explained it clearly in the introduction, El hijo negro del Sultan.
Padişahın hareminde ağalar vardı. Harem ağaları vardı Topkapı Sarayı'nda. Hadım zencilerdi bunlar. Hem hadım hem zenciydiler. Çünkü sultanın zenci çocuğunu herkes fark ederdi. Çünkü o sultanın olamazdı. Koşmak için can veren üç bacaklı köpek gibi. Karadaki denizci, divandaki hasta gibi. Sultanın zenci çocuğu. Sultanın zenci çocuğu.
Siempre que aposté por cara, la moneda dijo cruz. Me encontré al abrir tu carta con recibos de la luz. Fui corriendo a la estación para ver salir el tren. Te esperé sin darme cuenta que me equivoqué de andén. ¿Sabes tú lo que se siente cuando no se siente más? Cuando ya no das un paso sin patadas por detrás. Como un muerto que camina y se muere por vivir. Un soldado en la trinchera, un juguete en el dejar, o el hijo negro del sultán. Aquel día llovió sopa, me agarró con tenedor. Fui dejando en el camino guita, casa, cara y honor. No pregunte más muchacho, lo que ves es lo que hay, aunque no me quite el gusto de volver a preguntar. ¿Sabes tú lo que se piensa cuando no se piensa más? Cuando por dar un abrazo te apuñalan por detrás. Con perro de tres patas que se muere por correr, como un marinero en tierra, un paciente en el diván, y el hijo negro del sultán. Y el hijo negro del sultán. Y el hijo negro del sultán.
Muchas gracias y hasta siempre.